Saw Jordan Greenway out there in the optional skate. How's he doing today?
Is- Seems to be doing well. He's going to skate, and then we'll evaluate afterwards.
So game time decision.
Yeah.
When it comes to, Cozens initially lining up on the wing, but he's taking a lot of faceoffs. How do you think that dynamic has worked?
I think it's working well. I think really the only time you're in that center position is your own end. Once you're in the offensive zone, you're looking for ice. I think the interchange, having the ability to have a guy on the left side take a draw and a guy on the right side take a draw, has some value at the same time too. So I've liked the opportunities that line has got, and whether it's Cuzzy there or whether Cooley ends up there, they're both comfortable.
Last time you had an extended road trip, obviously a lot of successes. Is there anything you look at that you can get back to from those games?
I think defensively we played well. I thought you look at the San Jose game, we had a heck of a game in goal by Rhymes. We need some timely scoring. We didn't, that was tough on that road trip too. So you look at it, we found ways to win hockey games.
You guys have been getting rush chances. I know you haven't liked the execution on those. What's the coaching points when it comes to taking advantage of those?
I think sometimes you've got to understand the way the other team's defending it, whether it's really tight gapped or, whether you can get a little bit of motion, or a little bit of a crossover getting inside the zone. If the gap is real tight, it's that middle lane drive guy trying to back him off to create a little bit of extra space. There was a few that, sometimes you got to make sure you hit the net so that maybe we get a second opportunity off some of the rush opportunities.
I know you liked the way that Power and Paterka responded after they sat for a little while last game. What are you hoping, looking for them the next step this game, and what are you hoping within the room, hope that kind of resonates as far as for the team overall?
I think any response you look for is just, really it's about playing better. And both guys I felt played better. Whether it's one or two shifts or whether you sit an extended period, there's guys that have missed games for, basically elevate your play.
Do you think that sends a message throughout the room, though, when it happens with two guys in a game?
I think the room has an understanding of how we need to play.
Feel mentally your team state right now?
Yeah, I think they're in a great state. I think we've tried to stay away from what I would call, walking around hanging your head. There's a lot of games where we've played hard enough to win. We haven't scored timely goals, and our power play probably is the one area that could have made a difference for us. So you got to move on to the next game.
How have you felt about just the team defense overall? I mean, some of that is when you turn the puck over, no system is going to be able to account for that.
Yeah, again, we've been bit in some of those games by timely puck mistakes, managing the puck. If you look at last game, I think we gave up 11 chances in the game. That's pretty good defense. And we generated around 20. I think our team defense, if we can stay away from those situations where we mishandle pucks, probably 4 of those opportunities in the Ranger game were one was just passing to your partner. So fairly simple. I think inside the zone, once we're in structure, I think we're good.
What do you see in Power's growth as a player this year? He's still a young defenseman, obviously, but he's been in the league for a bit.
He's starting to, become the guy that can be physical and end plays. I think his ability to find open ice in the offensive zone, like if you would have saw some of the opportunities in the second and third period, the one he got to the net, the one he scored the goal, he had another opportunity where he just missed. He's got a knack that some other defensemen don't have at realizing this is the time I can jump through a spot and find some open ice.